Hi, I'm Andrea Beaulieu. Have you ever done a training where you felt a certain portion of the audience just was not engaged? Well, here's something to consider. You may not have been training to their learning style. There are 5 different learning styles, and each one of these styles is important to bring into your training if you want to engage all of your audience. Here's what they are. Number 1, story and metaphor. One of my favorites, because stories and metaphor give the meaning and context, and they speak directly to the unconscious mind, that part of us that holds memories and emotions and basically helps us make our decisions. It's all stored there. So when you use a story or a metaphor, you are bypassing all of the filters, all of the reasons why not, and you go directly into that unconscious mind. Some people love to be told by story. That's what they want. They just want to hear stories and metaphors. The why. Now, Simon Sinek wrote a whole book about beginning with the why, because this is for those people, and this is a majority of people, they need to understand the why behind something so that they feel motivated to do it, that they understand the relevance of it. So the why. Academic background. Many people need to know the references, the citations, the journals that have been used, the data, the research, all of that kind of information. When I first began speaking, that was the stuff that I didn't necessarily include. And I learned right away that was a mistake. I needed to make sure that those people had their needs met for learning. Exercises. And that starts with modeling, showing someone how to do the thing that you're asking them to do. So modeling that and then giving them an opportunity to do it. Many people learn by doing, and if you don't include that, they're not going to be engaged and they're not going to learn. And questions and answers. This is that person that always raising their hand because they have a question. This is how they process information. This is how they take what they're learning and put it into the future for themselves. So these are 5 things that every training, every teaching needs to include. And quite honestly, even if you're giving a presentation or a speech, you want to address all of these, even if you're not asking anybody to do anything. If you do this, then you will reach everyone and you will not risk losing your audience because they'll all be satisfied. But just FYI, if you find that there are people in your audience that say things like, well, I don't know why you told that story because you could have just given us more data, or she didn't, why did you answer so many questions? We didn't need that. You already told everybody things. If you get those kinds of responses, just gently remind folks that people learn in different ways and we want to teach to everyone. Hope this helps, and remember, all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. So make sure that your play is authentically yours. See ya.